you've been causing chaos up in the kitchen on Bkchat. You got everyone acting crazy. Why are you acting up for the cameras just a little bit?
No, that's genuinely me. For me, I feel like the only way a man can exist in my world, is if he's providing, if he's paying 100% of the bill.
What was your thoughts on what everyone had to say in their confession about you wanting to be a housewife?
My main thoughts was if they had a chance with me, they would take it.
Ooh!
That's what usually broke men say to women that have standards. So I'm not.
Is it something that was embedded from you from young? Is it a culture thing, or is it just simply the fact that you feel like the man has to be the main provider?
People project their trauma onto other women. They feel like, how come you deserve a good life when my mum didn't have one? I feel like the standards is on the floor. It's on people feel the need to struggle with a man, help him get from the bottom to the top.
We love Benny McCauley.
Hello, cutie. What's good, everyone? It's Ulfat. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we have one of our special guests back in the building. Okay, she is a Bkchat cast member from the current season 5. We have the amazing, beautiful Madam Iqraa back in the house.
I'm back.
I see you've been causing chaos up in the kitchen on Bkchat. You got everyone acting crazy. But you know what? I applaud you because you've kept it really cute, very classy. Like, I applaud you because, honey, it got very chaotic. It got very crazy. Everyone was
crazy.
Everyone was just doing the absolute most. Bkchat season 5, episode 8. It was a crazy one. It was very crazy. Yeah. How did you find the episodes?
I found that particular episode was really interesting because I feel like the boys had a problem with them earning less than the woman, but they had a problem with earning less than the woman, so they want to be a provider, but they don't want to be a provider all the way. For me, I feel like the only way a man can exist in my world is if he's providing. If he's paying 100% of the bills. I can't do this 50-50. It's not for me. But I respect other people that do it. I just find it crazy when NK said to me, "You're useless." I said, "Oh, but everybody has a different life. We can't all be useless." You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. It was really bad. Like, I feel like, in my opinion, the boys were doing the absolute most.
It was too much.
But I have to ask you as well, for the viewers on here, like the ones that want to know, you know, there were certain things that you said that was quite wild for some people. Why are you acting up for the cameras just a little bit?
No, that's genuinely me. That's genuinely me. These are my beliefs. If you ask anybody that I know, they'll tell you the same thing.
So I wanted to ask you, you know, what was your thoughts on what everyone had to say in their confession about you wanting to be a housewife?
Yeah, my main thoughts was if they had a chance with me, they would take it.
Ooh!
They would. It's just all lies. They want to talk. If they had a chance with me, they would take it. So that's
what Jessie said about basically trying to insinuate that
I'm a prostitute, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit low. And that's what usually broke men say to women that have standards. So I'm used to this, like broke men coming for me. It's normal, but that's what they always say. They always like to say, "Oh, a woman's a prostitute. She's selling herself," all to get out of not paying bills. Can you imagine? All of it is just to get out of paying some bills.
No,
it's crazy.
Let me just tell you something. When I was watching the episode, I must say, you kept it all the way real. You did not hold back. And then you have Lani on the side. Yeah. Basically, you say like, "Yes, you better talk." And the boys were just not having it.
Yeah, they were like,
Crazy, right?
no, but secretly they want to provide. Secretly they do want to be a man. It's just the truth. That's my opinion. I feel
Do you
like
think it was
secretly
an
they
ego
do.
thing, though? Do you
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
was an
yeah.
ego thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely ego.
you basically, you know, spoke on how, you know, you went to university, you studied politics, and you got your degree. However, you are not planning on using your degree. You even went further on to say that you don't even want to work a 9 to 5. You actually want to be a housewife. You want the man to be the main provider.
Yeah.
And I just, for the people that don't know, is it something that was embedded from you from young? Is it a culture thing, or is it just simply the fact that you feel like the man has to be the main provider?
Well, it's a bit of both. Firstly, number one, I think culturally, African women, naturally, I feel like we like to rest in our feminine. But my mum has always been a go-getter. Like she's a big boss. And actually one of the biggest bosses in my family, like my extended family too. So my mum is the complete opposite of me. So, and she's never said to me, you know, you should sit down and be a housewife or just have kids and just enjoy life. She's never said that to me before. So that was just me. I've never planned on being in the corporate world, but that's just me. And people that get offended by that, I just get confused. But yeah, the only way I can do that is if I'm with a man who's a provider, and it's the only way.
So, you know, there's different perceptions on being a housewife. By the way, to be honest, I wasn't even surprised on what you said. This is very common, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
Some
normal.
women actually prefer to be housewives. Some women actually prefer for a man to be the main provider, and that's absolutely fine. So when all the men were just like hyping and making noise, I was quite surprised about that, because this is very normal. Like,
Yeah,
I've
women
seen it
give
within my
birth.
family. I've seen it within the older generation. The men actually go out there and provide. And you know, for some people, they don't actually people have different perceptions of being a housewife. Some people perceive housewives as actually doing the house chores, looking after the kids. Some people don't actually have a choice to actually go out there and work, simply because they can't actually you know, they just don't want to drop their kids to nursery. But for you, I want to ask you, how do you perceive as what housewife really means?
For me, I'm not going to be doing the chores and just struggling and doing all the labor. If I'm with a guy who has a coin, I need a nanny, house help. Like, I don't want to be stressed out, because let's be real, a lot of mothers are stressed out at home. It's a real-time job. It's not just mothers sitting at home doing nothing. A lot of the time it's harder work on your body than it is to be at work. But for me, I need a maid, I need a house help. I need a team.
Please.
Yeah.
Iqraa wants a team. So if there's any rich men out here on the live who's willing to give that to Iqraa, please.
Somebody is really angry in the comments saying, "Oh."
You know what? I must say, Iqraa, honestly, the TL, you know, people had a whole lot to say. Yeah, people had a whole lot to say on the TL. People were coming for you. People were just going crazy. But on a real note, though, has it really affected you?
No. I don't care. It only gets irritating when the same person makes a fake account and keeps doing it. That's what irritates me. But those little comments, and when I click on their page, it's usually like a 15-year-old boy. I'm like, you don't even know anything about this. Just finished secondary school.
People were actually doing fake accounts. Are they that
bad? Yes. People kept on making fake accounts. Like, somebody made 3 accounts just to troll me, but I just kept on blocking and then they stopped.
I must say, you kept it very classy. Like, you were clapping back in such a classy manner. Like, I was kind of shocked. Like, you kept it all the way. Like, you know, when someone said something, I was watching all your Insta stories. I was like, this girl, like, she ain't playing. She ain't got the time nor the energy. How do you actually deal with all the trolls?
It doesn't bother me, just because I know that people are projecting, and usually when you ask people like, why do you disagree? Like, because I don't disagree with other people, I just accept their opinion. And it's usually because their own mother has like suffered, maybe struggled, and they feel like women are strong, so that they can withstand anything that comes their way. But that's not a way to live. Women are not supposed to suffer. That's just in my opinion. Women are supposed to be given an easier life because we already have to deal with a lot: childbirth, taking care of the baby, all these kind of things, like just women problems. Like, we know how we are, we just know how it is. So I feel like people project their trauma onto other women. They feel like, how come you deserve a good life when my mum didn't have one? Or my mum woke up 5 a.m. to do 3 different jobs every day. How come you don't have that same drive? And I feel like it's not for everybody. This life is not for suffering. It's for living and enjoyment. That's a bit of me. I love to enjoy.
And
Men
there's a
supposed
lot
to
of men
suffer.
out there. And there's a lot of men out there that are willing to give that. They are willing
Yeah.
to go out there and actually be the main provider. Yes,
Yeah.
we are in a generation, we are in the 21st century, and the man
Yeah.
doesn't actually have to be the main breadwinner
Provider,
anymore.
yeah.
But some people are quite old school. Would you agree that you're quite old school?
I'm
in terms of
defo.
that?
Yeah, I'm definitely traditional, like definitely old school. Like, I like the old school way better. Because I feel like 50-50 is never 50-50. Because the woman has to give birth, have the baby, take time off work, doesn't get the same pay. So it's never exactly down the middle 50-50. It's always going to be 30-70. Because even when a man gets home, he's not going to do half the chores.
Where can I find an affluent gentleman to pay for my uni fees as well?
I don't know. You're going to have to get out there and
Girl,
look
you better
pretty.
teach us, because we still in debt. So you better teach. Where do you find this man to pay all your bills?
Where do you find an affluent man? Wherever they go, maybe in the airports, travel. Do you know what you need to do? You need to just level up your own life, and eventually things will fall into place. That's what I believe.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this is very interesting. Iqraa's giving us all the tips.
yeah, I feel like you just have to live a good life, and things will fall into place. Like, you never miss what's meant for you.
I know a lot of the episodes were filmed quite a while back.
Yeah,
Now,
ages
do
ago.
you feel like, based on what you said, do you still stand on the fact that you would be somebody's third wife?
If he was a billionaire with a B, but if he's a millionaire, then no, because I feel like there's not enough millions to go around. Maybe if he was like Mayweather rich, then yeah,
Would you date
yeah,
Mayweather?
yeah, I would. But apparently he's not looking for marriage, so it would have to be like a short term.
So if Mayweather was to, approach and be like, you know what, Shawty, you're a sweet one.
I love you.
I love you. What would you say back to him?
I would have my hand out like this. Where's the money? I would let him give me everything. I deserve it.
Do you have a
I
type?
deserve it. No, I don't have a type. I really don't have a type. I like tall men, but I don't have a specific type. What I don't like is handsome, beautiful, like gorgeous, Bow Wow looking men. I don't like that. You know Bow Wow?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure
He's
everyone
so
knows Bow Wow.
handsome. I
Yeah.
can't. That's not my type. I cannot deal with the pretty boys. It's not for me.
Do you like older men?
Yeah, I like older men. I don't like guys in their 20s. I don't like that.
Why is that?
Because they're too young. I feel like they haven't experienced life. They
But what if
haven't
you
lived
find
life.
a billionaire?
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no.
Damn, girl. So a lot of people would want to know. That's not really real love then. Like, what's your reason for not finding real love? Are you getting married for convenience? Like, because technically you're depending on somebody else to fund your lifestyle.
Yeah, for me, I think the most important thing is me being compatible with a man. So I feel like compatibility is the most important. But I'm not against true love. I want that for me too. I want true love too. I just think that people often put love and suffering in one. I honestly feel like that's black people and black trauma speaking right there, because people feel the need to struggle with a man, help him get from the bottom to the top. And sometimes you don't have to do that. You just have to find somebody you're compatible with, and the love would naturally grow. It's just bound to happen. That's how we are as humans. I think inbuilt suffering and inbuilt trauma makes people think that when women want to find a man who allows them to live a comfortable life, they think, oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, it's not, because women in other races and in other cultures, they do the same thing. White women do it all the time.
That's interesting. Do you feel like women should step it up and raise their standards high and start demanding more?
Yes, 100%. Particularly black women. I feel like they ask for the bare minimum, and I feel like the standards is on the floor. The standard is on the floor, yeah, because some women's bills have never been paid, but they'll be dating the same guy for years. He's never done,
and they're funding their lifestyle. Right?
They're funding their own life. They're sometimes even coming out of pocket to help him, but there's no return on your investment.
You know,
it doesn't work.
Using their bills money and their rent for him as well. You know,
it's a damn shame, and it's a damn shame. But there's always room for improvement, and I love it for the girls. But just raise your standards, know who you are, and you will never accept bad for yourself. So I feel like everybody's life is different. So maybe one woman is set out to deal with a problem and it's bigger than mine, and then she learns from it. But the most important thing is just to keep learning from your situation and to want better. It always goes up. That's my belief.
So you should feel like women should not stop settling for less.
Yeah, even if that means you stay single for a while. Better to be single and alone than to be suffering with a man that is just a nobody, not doing anything, not interested in that.
What's a rich man to you? Mid-range _ Joe said. What's a rich man to you?
People just get offended by this, but it's not a 6-figure man. Stop saying it's a 6-figure guy. Like,
yeah, because
a guy with
more can
make 6 figures. Exactly.
Yeah.
In the US, a lot of the women make 6 figures. Does that mean that they are like extraordinary? It really isn't. That's totally obtainable. But I'm looking for a guy who's a billionaire or a billionaire. That's me.
So then, obviously, for a lot of questions for a lot of people is, you know, you kept mentioning about how you have a degree, but yet you're not using it. Do you see yourself starting your own business?
Yeah.
Starting a hobby or something? Or do you just see yourself just sitting at home and doing nothing?
No. I definitely want to pursue entrepreneurship for real. Definitely. My passion has always been entrepreneurship and real estate. So I'm always going to continue that. But the traditional corporate route, that's what I'm saying is not for me. But yeah, entrepreneurship is for me.
But are you saying the fact that, yes, I want the man to be the main provider, but I would have my own money, like, regardless? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Have your own coin. Make sure you got money in the bank. So
okay.
If anything happens,
that's a clearance, because I feel like people thought that you just want to be at home and you want the guy to just provide everything for you. I think that's what people thought, perhaps, because I think people thought that you would want him to fund everything, including what's in your account, and not have nothing of yourself.
No, I think it's important for women to have their own businesses, their own real estate, everything. But technically, in my religion anyway, what's the man, what the man has belongs to everybody in the family, belongs to the children, belongs to the wife, belongs to him. Yeah. But what the woman has belongs to her. It's only for her. Like, a man can't be looking in a woman's pocket, looking at what she has. No. Interesting. It doesn't work that way.
Interesting point. I'm glad you actually said that, because I actually thought like that's what you meant. Like, I knew you wouldn't be that type of housewife of just depending on the man solely for everything and not having a money, like an exit money, for example.
You need to.
I feel like people were getting confused, like, oh, so she just wants him to provide for everything. So what if he dumps you and you have nothing left? You know, some of the boys did say that, you know, if you are just going to allow a man to just be the main provider, then you are allowing him to have more power and let him run you. Do you agree with that?
Well, I feel like men who are abusive like that are not truly providers.
Okay.
Because a man who's a provider knows that his job is to take care of his family. So if
Yeah.
he's using money against her, or if he's taking away her belongings and he's abusing her, that's not a real man. That's actually an abusive relationship. What they describe is an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Like, people don't even understand the meaning of an abusive relationship.
Mm.
If a man is using money against you, that's called financial abuse. Like, that's a crime. You can go to jail.
Okay, you better educate them. Do you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Of course I do. Of
So,
course.
obviously, you know this whole situation with Portia Williams engaged to Simon Garbadia. What do you make of that relationship? What do you make of this engagement? Do you feel like this is a genuine relationship, or this is for convenience? Or do you think this is fake?
No, I feel like I support Portia. I feel like it just looks a bit shady, of course, because he's separating and all of that stuff. But I love a bit of Portia. I think that this is always what she's wanted. She's always wanted that security. And let's be honest, Portia has her own net worth. Portia's been working. She's a working girl. So she's not just out here idle, and she does a lot for herself. I personally feel like it is shady on the media. In the media it looks shady, but I think it's genuine. If she wants to pursue it, I love it for her.
But do you not feel like perhaps, you know, because obviously they got together very quickly, maybe perhaps, you know, she's trying to, you know, because Simon allegedly is rich. He's rich.
He's
apparently.
got a coin.
He's got coin. So is it like one of them ones that Portia thought, oh, you know what? I went to this girl's house. She was an acquaintance. Let me steal her man because he got some coin. You know, he wants a little bit of Portia. Do you feel like that's probably perhaps what Portia was thinking, that she thought, you know what, this could help me financially? Like,
Yeah. I think it was shady. The timing of it was shady.
yeah.
You went to her house. You was around her man. It looks shady. But I definitely think that there is a motive for her to set herself up and to make sure that she's set up financially for a good time, a long time. I feel like it's all part of her plan. And if Simon loves it and he's a part of it and he wants to be there and he wants to marry her, then why? Well, if she wants to marry him because he's older than her and she's the prize.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So in
Yeah.
terms of this, you know, when Falake asked you about whether you would be somebody's third wife, I don't think people seem to understand that, you know, in Islam, it's actually allowed.
It's normal. Yeah.
You can
You're
have
allowed.
up to 4 wives. Like, you're allowed to have, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but all these 4 wives actually, like, some of them are best friends. Like, they actually hang out together. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
some of them do.
I feel like because perhaps for some people it was a bit shocking that this is still happening to this generation, because with the older generation, you know, you've got the 3 wives and the 4 wives, but you seem to be happy with it and there's nothing wrong with it. It's your preference. I love how the men were trying to convince you that you shouldn't have that.
Like they were trying to convince me, no, get your degree, go to work. Like, it's not for everybody. If I find a billionaire man and he wants me to be his third wife, I'll take it up. We're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a kiki. It's gonna be a great time. There's nothing wrong with that.
And
I love it.
You're not bothered how old he is? Or...
No, the older the better for me.
Okay, girl.
Yeah. I like older men anyway. I feel like they're more patient.
How old
It's
did
less
you go?
stress. Like max 55. Max.
Woo! Now, I get all of that. However, you know, you did surprise everyone on some of the things that you said, in terms of you wouldn't even buy a man a gift. Like,
You know what? Somebody told me that at the car factory you can get a 30p card. I'm gonna do that.
wait, hold on. What can you get a gift, like a nice gift, like a gift
I'm not
that
opposed to
showing
it.
appreciation?
I'm not opposed to it. I will do it on his dime.
But why? But why? Please elaborate. Why?
That's not on brand for me to buy a man a gift. I can't do it.
But
I'm not
do you
used to
want
it.
Show any appreciation for his love and affection and providing for the home? Like, can't he not have a break as well and be appreciated?
But that's not how the guys that I've dated work. Typically, they don't want a gift.
Oh, they
Yeah,
don't?
seriously, they don't care about a gift. They just feel like, well, that's just for play. Like they don't really care about that. They,
Oh, you better give us the tea. Where's the money,
yeah.
guys?
I feel like a man who wants a gift, that's a bit feminine to me. Like, why do you want a gift wrapped in a bow? Like, I just feel like that's too feminine. That's that's my
But does it have to be
that's
wrapped
my
up in a bow?
that's what the idea and the picture they were giving me a gift. Like, I feel like it's a nice, pretty box, a nice Hermes box wrapped in a bow. That's what the kind of vibe it was giving me. I'll buy him some Tommy Hilfiger socks. Wrap it up, call it a day. He can use that.
And what about 13 feet cards? You can't write him a
Why
cute
not?
message.
Happy birthday. Have a great day. X.
Wow, Iqraa. Wow. I don't know whether I can believe it. Like, because I feel like when you're in love
You
is
do
sweet to
those
crazy
kind of things.
right?
No, I've never done any crazy thing. No. I keep my thinking cap on. Do you remember in school they used to be like, keep your thinking caps on? That was me. I've always had my thinking cap on. I feel like when a man wants all these gifts, I feel like, am I the man or is he the man? Like, who's the man here? Why you want all these gifts? I don't like that.
I mean, at least on his birthday, anniversary.
Okay, the card and the socks.
So obviously, Emmanuel proposed to your question. If your man was to be sick and he ended up in hospital, you shocked everyone by saying that you would find a new man. What's going on there?
It's natural if a woman passes away.
Yeah.
12 months is too early. I would say like 24 months later, maybe 2 years later, he's gonna have to find a new wife. Like it always happens.
And
I don't think I would.
It should be the same thing for a woman as well.
Yeah, I feel like you just have to move on. It sounds crazy, but this is just how life works. People pass away, people move on. That's just how it is.
It's interesting as well because it does actually happen. I know people
It
are going to be
does.
shocked at us. What? Like,
It's
I'm agreeing
normal.
with you, but it actually does happen. People get
Yeah.
married. If a wife,
Remarried, yeah.
if a man and a husband break up, if a man or woman or wife or husband was to pass away, they find another wife. Now
They
whether,
do.
like, the way if they've grieved from it, if they've moved on from it,
Yeah,
that's up
yeah,
to
yeah.
them. But they actually do.
Yeah, they do.
find-
I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
important to give yourself time to grieve and
Yeah.
give yourself that space. But eventually, you do move on. It's just you can't get married at 35 and say, oh, well, my wife died at 37. Now I just have to be single for the rest of my life. That's not how it works. You do move on. You do move on to new things. It's just normal.
It is normal. So,
Yeah.
obviously you mentioned that people had a whole lot to say about, the difference between a housewife and a lady of leisure,
Oh, I'm a
And
lady
lot
of
people
leisure.
were like, girl, what are you talking about? It's two different things. Can you please give us the difference between a lady of leisure and being a housewife? Should
Okay.
a housewife still be treated like a lady of leisure? Because
Of
she is at the end of the
course.
day doing the housework, but you mentioned you ain't trying to do nothing.
No, I feel like a lady of leisure is a woman that has a team, maybe a nanny, house help, people that can help her, and she is still able to live a full life of enjoyment. But I think, like we said before, again, people are equating housewife to a woman that's struggling at home with 4 kids and she's up and down and she doesn't have time for herself and she barely even has time to shower. For me, that doesn't work because once again, it's a scam. So for me, this kind of housewife, I want to be a lady of leisure. Like I want to be able to take my kids on vacation, have my nanny with me. Do you know what I mean? Like live a fulfilled life. Like life does not stop when you become a mum. It just grows bigger.
And I think that's what people don't seem to understand because there's that saying that once you become a mum, that's it, your life is gone.
That's it. Yeah.
But you feel like, no, life should go on. Life should be amazing. Life should be lit.
Yeah, life becomes amazing when you have kids because that's an extension of you. But I think people put that thing on women like once you become a mum, you have to be pure, stay at home. You can't have leisure. only once a month, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
seems to be, like a once a month thing.
Yeah.
But you're like, nah, I want to be on the cruise, okay?
I want to be on a cruise ship, right?
Yeah.
You know me.
And you brought in another different perspective, because I feel like people expected you to say, no, like he should be fine. You know, the fact that the woman should be fine, the fact that you're earning 3 times more than him, and it should, because 3 times more. I'm sorry,
That's
even
too
I said
much.
it. I was like, that's ridiculous. 3 times more, and you're sitting at home just washing dishes.
If a woman's picking up most of the struggle, going to work, doing this, doing that, and the guy's staying at home, it's not gonna work. That's how a lot of black women get burnout. They reach burnout, and it's so unhealthy. It's not something to be glorified. Like when men say, "Oh, my mom used to be a single mom and she done this," and no, that's burnout. That's called sickness. That's called no health. It's called burning out. Having to go to the hospital. It's called depression. It's the romanticizing of struggle, and I hate that. Stay far away from me. They wanted to put that on me, and I rejected it. I said no.
Maybe perhaps they have watched their mums grow up.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
And that's why they probably thought, wait, hold on, how is it that
you deserve better?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. They saw their mother, their auntie, their grandmother struggle, and they feel like, why is it a young woman like you should have a better life than her when she's the queen of my life? And I feel like I'm not a queen of anyone's life unless you got a coin. That's it.
Wow.
But you know, NK, he's such a lovely boy. Like, I feel like he's amazing. And he secretly wants to be a provider. Come on, NK, you want to be a provider. Like,
because the way they were going crazy, I feel like it's not like you said that you wanted to be with them. You just said, I don't want a man to be a provider. That's
exactly it. Chicken and chips boys. That's what I call them. I call them chicken and chips boys because they only got £2.99, nothing else. They haven't got a coin. It's not a coin. It's nothing. Like, but NK, he just needs to step it up. You know, he's got the game on lock. Once he's got a coin, maybe he can be a big boy. Once you got a big coin, he can be a big boy.
What is like a package for the men and women in order for the woman to be satisfied with a man? Like, what is the package? What is the ideal package for you? If you wanted to see a woman like literally live the best life, what would be the package? And what should a man do to make sure the woman is satisfied?
Okay, I feel like, and I was actually speaking to my cousin about this, what a woman needs to do is write down what you want. What is it that you want? Do you want a man who works a 9 to 5? Do you want a man who's an entrepreneur? How old is he? Everything down to his hobbies. And I feel like you should go ahead and pursue exactly that, or put yourself in a position to receive that. But for me, as long as a woman is being well taken care of, I feel like, and she's comfortable, just, you know, love what you have.
What about the man? What should he do to make sure that he can get a woman like you?
Get a coin, go to work. Get a coin, go to work. Because the thing is, when a man goes to work and he, you know, gets himself into a good position in life, his wife just falls into place. Like, everything literally falls into place. But a man who doesn't have money and drive, a wife is not coming. Sorry, sir. Leave women alone. And that's the problem I have with a lot of men. They want a wife. No, they want a girlfriend that does the wifely stuff. So it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
But it's like the cheaper price. So they want to sleep. They want to sleep with a woman. They want her to do all the lovely, caring things, and they want it all on Poundland prices. No, sir, not on my time and not on my watch. You're not getting anything from me. Like, no way. And I think a lot of women don't understand that you're actually the prize. Like, he goes to work for you. He goes and gets a coin for you. That's why men get nice cars, nice watches, nice jewelry. They're not doing it for other men. They're doing it for women.
Do you think so? Are they not doing it for themselves?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're doing it to impress their peers and to impress women. Ultimately, they love women. That's what they like. Yeah.
Interesting. So do you feel like, so say like if a man, you know, one day he comes back from work and lets you know that he lost his job, what happens then?
I don't have a problem with that. I feel like everybody goes through ups and downs.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I'm not just
So
gonna
would you-
leave. You can get a new job. It's not impossible. I'm not just gonna walk away.
I just wanted to ask because, you know, the perception that you got is like, if you ain't got the coin, then please step
I'm
away.
out of there. I feel like a woman has to give herself a time limit, but it's not gonna be, oh, I just get up and leave. No, there's a time limit. Like maybe if in a year or two he's, to be honest, I think it depends on the attitude. If he's sitting there playing the game, I'm gonna be like, well, this is not looking great. But if he's hustling and he's got that hustler spirit, it only grows from there.
Okay, that's good. So what's your time limit then? Like 2 years?
A year and a half.
Okay. And if he doesn't step up, then you gotta go.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Very yeah, because I don't have forever. I'm sorry, I don't have forever. He needs to leave me alone. He needs to leave me alone.
Damn, you guys have heard it from the girl herself. Iqraa is not playing, okay? And this is for all the women out there. This is a message to all the women out there. Please just step it up. Stop settling for less. Ask for more. Demand for more. And if a man can't provide it, then
leave him alone. On to the next.
Any last words? Where can they find you?
Oh yeah, just follow me on Instagram and yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Iqraa. I really appreciate it. And we should see you on the next episode on Bkchat.
See ya.
Bye guys. See ya.